Testing. Hello. First stream back, trying to make sure things are working. Hopefully, with any luck. Hope tonight finds everyone well. Hope you had a good September. I am audible. And I believe I am also here for all the streams I have turned on. Twitter continues to be a pain, and I've given up on it. Noise and passes are not presently on the docket for working. But I think everything else is. I hope everything else is. Twitch a kick and a YouTube indeed. Get that out of the way. Move that up. Okay. Need to reconnect things because, as it turns out, everything got rearranged. Not just enough to have to spend a month away from stuff and my schedule blown out of the water. No. The entire office needs to be rearranged. So, why? I just tested you earlier today. Why are you not working? I just tested you earlier today. Why are you not working? iFacial mocap, connect, broadcasting. It's always got to be the tracking. Literally had this working earlier today. Oh, I think I know what it's going to be, and it's going to suck if it is. Nope. The good news is it's not that, but I have no idea what it is. All right, let's see if it's the iPhone being a pain. Wouldn't surprise me, iPhones. Many issues. Successful. Facial data now streaming. Calibrate. All right. I had such great plans. Everything was working, and now it's not. IP address is correct. Output is correct. It is 100% vBridger's fault, and I don't know how to fix it because I'm still very new to this. All right, thanks. I appreciate it. We're having fun technical issues because vBridger doesn't want to cooperate. You know what? I'm going to uninstall and reinstall vBridger real quick. Because it worked when I downloaded it and tested it. So we're going to find out, hey, am I going to have to reinstall this every time? Thankfully, it is a small program. Yes, allow access. Connect. Nope, nope. Stand by. We may have a connection hiccup. I think I might have thought of the problem. If this is the problem, I'm going to be annoyed. It was the problem. I am annoyed. Ah. Oh my gosh. That was the dumbest thing. All right. It works! It works! Go away. Except, where is my screen capture? Are you kidding me? What happened to my background? No, I didn't unplug my camera. Apparently, this only works with Wi-Fi, not wired, which is incredibly stupid. All right. So, now the next very important question is, why am I not getting the background video? I've been streaming on Twitch for years. It's just tech will never work for me. That's just how it works. I've been at this for years. Testing. Oh my gosh. Ah. Okay. I don't even know how my mic broke. Ah. Well, it's a little hard to do anything we want to do tonight, except for me to talk about the EA sale without having the stupid video capture working. Um, it's gonna be so scuffed, but we do have an option. But it is very much in the category of this is gonna suck. It's not a model thing. It's not a model thing, unfortunately. This is so stupid. I am using my camera feed, which proves that we have a working camera feed. In order to capture it, because OBS's camera feed is apparently not working. Yes, please nuke both of them. So, now that we have a working background and a working model, hi, I'm Zyfax. I've done this for years, and this is still my life. I am a Chimera VTuber, currently using a wonderful little model made by Zendura VT, who is having a special on these until the 11th of October. Please go check them out. They did an amazing job with this. They were fantastic to work with. They made sure to have it done in time for tonight, which is a huge deal. And as you can see, I have a little model. Tonight, we will not be discussing most of what's been going on, because I do not wish to drag us into all of that. We will only be I will only like to remind you to keep pushing back against all the censorship going on with gamers and all the other stuff. Keep showing that we won't just sit and take it. And we will briefly talk about the sale of EA. Afterwards, we will be reacting to a singular video. And finally, we will be storming through all of Hollow Knight and all of Silksong, hopefully. Not tonight, of course, but just over the month. I do not have the time to do all of Hollow Knight tonight. I need a drink. I need more of a drink. That was empty. So, as I said, yeah, I've also used up 20 minutes trying to get this fixed because, like I said, everything got rearranged, unfortunately. Just everything. I had to rewire all of it, which is something I will rant about at another time, but we need to get moving. So we will get the EA sale comments out of the way, then we will move on to reacting to Brandon Herrera's latest video. I think it's his latest video. He may have uploaded another thing since I last checked. So, yeah, well, here's a lot of people are panicking over what happened with EA. I am of mixed opinions right now because it was sold to two groups that are sort of splitting ownership. One is a private equity firm. Private equity is never good. They're always awful. They do nothing but cannibalize companies and destroy them for profit. And before anyone gets on me about slander or defamation, I can recite from memory what private equity firms have done to many companies piece by piece and how they tore them apart in order to gain short-term profits. So don't start with me. Zoros, I'm going to tell you right now, if you come soliciting uninvited, first, you get one advertisement without following. If you don't follow, you only get one advertisement. And two, I do not pay solicitors up front at all. So if I were to consider commissioning you, you will not get paid until after you have delivered to my satisfaction. And before anyone gets mad about this, when a random Yahoo, such as myself, goes to an artist and says, I want a thing, the artist is perfectly in their right to say, I don't know who you are. You came to me. So give me the money first, because I don't know that for sure that you'll pay. Well, the reverse is true and fair. If you come to me saying, give me money, you need to prove I will get art. So, back to EA. Like I said, private equity, awful. EA has been awful for years. It's been a meme. Well, the other half has been, the other half is Saudi Arabia. And a lot of people are panicking over this one in particular. Oh no, they're going to implement Sharia law. They're going to ban all these things. They're going to join in with the private equity, the chop shop the EA. First of all, chop shopping EA, I mean, it can't, that's not really a loss at this point. Yeah, we'll be sad to see what was once a great company gone, but we're not losing any new stuff if they chop shop EA. EA's already dead. But something that I think is real important for people to understand is I've been in the tech side of things for a long time. Long time. And Saudi Arabia has been in the tech side of things for a long time. Saudi Arabia is really bent on showing the world that they are the good guys. That they are part of the greater world and the tolerant ones and just generally participants in the world, not trying to force their ideals on everyone. At least externally. I'm not going to get into what happens in Saudi Arabia. That's a whole other thing. But externally, that's how they have treated the tech industry for years now. So when I see EA has been sold to Saudi Arabia, I come to the conclusion that there is a possibility that good things may happen. because Saudi Arabia may very well look at the situation and say, we want to continue being the good guys. So we will make good games. We will revive EA back to its glory days and be the heroes, because that's what they want. Saudi Arabia wants to be the heroes. So I'm inclined to believe that they may look at the private equity firm and say, you guys are all voting, but we just get to do what we want, and we say this is how it's going to be. Which, as companies like Steam and Team Cherry have proven, that tends to have good results whenever there's someone that can say, this is what I want to do. I don't care what these councils and collections and boards say. They don't bring in all these BS advisory groups that will just drain money and ruin the product. They just say, this is what we're going to do because we say we're going to do it, and then they make a good product. I'm not saying that this is going to happen for sure. I'm just saying there's a chance that it could go that way and fix things based on past history. And finally, if EA does still go down the tubes, it's on them now, unlike how it has been with many companies, where they just keep soaking up other people's money forever in order to stay afloat as they ruin things. So I say, either way, whether it sinks or swims, we are better off than we were. And the main people panicking, the main people who are running around trying to get everyone riled up and worried, are the ones who just lost control, who can no longer be part of those outside third-party advisory groups that show up and collect $30 million to make a game worse. That is where I stand on the EA situation. It may be good, it may be bad, but I think we're winning either way. Because either they're going to eat the loss for once, instead of shove it on everyone else, or they're going to make good games. One of those two things is going to happen. So that is how I personally view the EA sale. And like I said, just look at past history and say, well, this is how things have been handled before. This is probably how things will continue to be handled. That's my guess. So, with that, rambles, and if they make bad games, it's still status quo and nothing changed. Yep. Meet the new boss, same as yeah. Except, again, the new boss has to eat the loss out of their own pockets. The old boss got to soak it up from the taxpayers and the government and make us pay whether we wanted to or not, basically. I was not going to wait. I did already watch The Biggest Iron. But AK-50, we fixed the AK-50, is our next video, is our next subject for tonight. I need to set up some more quick links for this, because I'm so used to the ones I have. But yes, Brandon Herrera's We Fixed the AK-50. Let's see. We're going to have to watch our audio, because, again, I had to hodgepodge this. So let's see if it works. Okay, that's not working. Let me try something. Nope, that's not working. That's not working. You didn't pay any attention to anything I said, did you? Thank you for reminding me to turn off autoplay. I will turn it on once I have this fixed. And no, you may not DM me. We have. I gave you the rules. You're gonna have to follow them in front of everyone. I've had too many people try to think, well, if I can just get you into a private conversation and then hand me the same BS. That's not how we do things. This is 100% a Discord problem. Not Discord, OBS problem. I don't know how to fix it. Nope. Yeah, OBS is a final boss. The main solution, if you want to call it that I have, is basically to swap out my microphone as my input to the camera input, quote unquote. Let me see. I can't do both at the same time. Hold on. Wait a minute. Audio input capture. USB 3.
Previously on AK-50.
Holy crap, that works. Wow. Yay. So, for anyone who wants to know what I did, I made a new microphone input in OBS and set it as the USB 3 camera capture that is my capture card. So even though the actual camera capture is apparently just not working, because I can still set it as a microphone input, the audio capture does in fact work. You know what? I'll take it.
Three, two, one. Oh, it didn't go.
But she's pregnant, and the baby is yours.
It's black!
What is happening already?
Back here.
That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
What's going on, guys? We are back out here at Drive Tanks, and it is fitty time. Now, last time we did an AK-50 video out here, we were actually firing this without a recoil spring because we needed some data because we were trying to rework the system that we had. This time, we have our new spring, and the gun sounds sexy as ever. AK-50 ASMR. So we're gonna show you exactly what we changed. We're gonna test fire it, see if it fucking explodes, and if we're still here at the end of the day, then cool, ice cream.
Chocolate chip.
Nope. That's something you haven't seen on the AK-50 in a while, shiny parts, because we made some new stuff. And most importantly, the new recoil spring assembly. spring. We made a couple of changes to the way the actual recoil spring assembly works in general. One of them, you might notice, it's a peg now instead of the more standard AK style recoil spring assembly like we had on the previous iterations. One of the reasons for that is so we can get a little bit more spring travel, just more space to put more spring, because as it turns out on a 50, more spring is nice.
Yes.
One of the things that we actually changed in the original AK-50 prototype, I think we used an M76, like a Yugo 8mm Mauser AK spring, and clipped part of a 1911 spring at the very end of it. It just so happened to fit fucking perfectly. So this is kind of, it's always been a garage gun that we're just fucking around with, frankly.
Cool.
But, you know, now we get to do the fun part and kind of dial stuff in. And one of the things that we decided to do is go with a double spring. So there's a spring in a spring. Yo dog, I heard you like recoil springs. What I'm really excited for is getting one of those drum magazines for this thing. Because I think the AK-50, you know, as an AK, it deserves a drum. And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be notified when we do it, because we're gonna do it. AK-50 with a titty? Yeah. I'm getting caught up on my urban slang. A titty is slang for a drum. I learned that from the M92 video, actually. I can be urban. Seriously, subscribe. The videos might get better, but the humor won't. Anyway.
So it might seem kind of weird and crack smoking to have a spring inside a spring, but if you ever look inside like a Glock Gen 4 and newer, or like the buffer of an M250 cal, putting a spring inside a spring is actually a pretty good way to get more spring force with a limited amount of distance.
40% more spring per spring.
Yeah, so on this prototype here, we started with the AK spring just to get basically a baseline to figure out what exactly we need to put in the gun. And it turns out the way we designed it, there's not quite enough length in the gun to get a perfect spring with just one. And our solution was to put a spring around a spring.
Which you can already tell, just even by racking the gun as it is way, way more responsive, I guess, is what you would say.
It is, yeah. Something people mention when they've seen this new spring assembly is they think it's gonna be a really strong spring because it looks pretty big. And it's actually dialed in such that the full weight of charging is less than most like 50 cal rifles or like belt-fed machine guns or whatever. It looks big, but it's not putting out a ton of force. Like I could do that with my thumb and forefinger.
Yeah, like it passes the pinky test, as I almost knocked this gun off the fucking tank, which, what a sentence. Which did require us to remanufacture the buffer in the system here, which, I mean, not the biggest deal in the world. We did actually have to cut the dust cover assembly a little bit to accommodate, to make some room.
Yeah, and open up the bolt carrier to fit the bigger spring. Oh, another thing that's kind of odd looking is we have this felt pad here at the back, at the rear of the buffer. That's just to give it a little more cushion at the rear and get the travel distance a little bit more to where we want it. And again, M250 cal has this sort of thing in the back of the buffer assembly.
So not completely unprecedented.
No, it looks weird, but it's not uncommon.
Now, this should give us a lot more oomph on the return, which, you know, some of the malfunctions that we've seen, that was a little bit of a problem in the early versions when the spring started to wear out a little bit. If you pointed it up in the air and you pulled it back, it wouldn't pick up a round, so it just didn't quite have enough aspect.
If you guys have seen some of that weird frame stutter, I think that's the video, because I'm seeing it on the original, not just on my stream. Unless you're seeing my model stutter too, in which case I might have other issues
Behind it. I'm really curious to see how this affects the way the gun shoots.
Yeah, I am too, because it was pretty nice before, and on paper, this should make it even nicer.
Yeah, because this is already like one of the most comfortable 50 cals to shoot.
Yeah.
For sure, at least in my experience. Now it's, I guess, time to do the damn thing. Shit, let's get a mag loaded up and let's
All right, that
try
counts
this
as
bitch
your
out.
second
What's up, guys?
advertisement.
Back out on the campaign trail, which means
You
we're back
did
out
not
on the
follow.
road. I'm currently standing in front of
You
a
didn't follow for the first
indoor
one.
Sonic.
Hey, someone.
I didn't even think that was fucking legal. You know, I like it. There's a certain freedom to being in the driver's seat, on the road and in life. But debt hijacks that. When you're buried in credit cards, loans, medical bills, you're not calling the shots anymore. The banks are. And that's why more people are turning to PDS debt. They've helped hundreds of thousands of people get back in control, pay less, and move forward with confidence. They go beyond the numbers to figure out your unique financial situation and get a personalized plan just for you. There's no minimum credit score required. They're just here to help you save more and pay less. They have an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau and have thousands of 5-star reviews on Google. no clue how many this place has. You could be 30 seconds away from being debt-free. So get your free assessment now and find the best option for you at pdsdebt.com/Brandon. 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 Thank you to PDS Debt for sponsoring the video. Also, big thank you again for SDI for sponsoring the channel. If you're looking to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology, you can check them out down in the description and the pinned comment. Now, back to this 5-hour drive. Go ahead and load her up. Been told we can aim for that green car over there. It's brand new, and well, it's not brand new. It's new here. And I think it hasn't been shot yet, so we're gonna take its virginity. All right, thumbs on standby. AK-50 recoil spring test. Curious to see how she shoots. Firing, 3, 2, 1.
Malfunction.
That is so comfortable. That felt really good. I'll do that again.
It didn't cycle.
Oh, it didn't cycle?
Yeah, look at the bolt.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it launched that pretty good.
Yeah, we'll give it another. If needed, we can turn up the gas, which has never been a problem before, but...
Nice, yeah. Because I was gonna say, that felt real good. Let's see how she does. I'm just gonna load 2 in there. Second round, 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
That worked, didn't it?
All right, third round, 3, 2, 1.
It's a little inconsistent.
She could probably use a little bit more gas if it's already like right there at that edge, but we can dial that out with the piston, right?
Well, I think the first casing went way the fuck over there. And the second casing's right there.
It looks like a geometry issue.
Yeah, like an ejection path block.
Yeah, because if you look at the casings, they're getting fucking smacked.
I'll give you your phone back.
We'll see what, on the slow-mo, we'll see what's happening. Oh, look at that. Check this out. So if you look over here, the when it goes back, it stays in the rear for a second, like it hiccups. Like it stays in the rear for half a second, like it chokes.
Oh, it's hanging up right when it's stripping around.
Oh, yeah, that's
okay.
exactly
So
what's
that
happening.
makes sense.
Okay,
We'll take it apart, take a look anyways, but
yeah.
yeah, I mean, that looks okay. Let's pull it out just to be sure.
What about changing the recoil spring? Could have changed the ejection that radically.
Well, it's going to be moving at a different speed, which means the case is going to come out at a different angle.
But I just mean the inconsistency.
Standard issue programming problem. We fixed one problem. Now we have 12 more.
Consistencies between the two of them. Like one of them falling out here and one of them getting shot 20 fucking feet.
Well, it feels about the same. Very scientific. When we had the chronograph on the muzzle, the loads were varying by like 150 feet per second.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
It could be an ammo thing. It could be that the speed of the bolt carrier is just really sensitive for the ejection angle. It could be that just a little change in the speed makes it not eject right anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you have some of the surplus.
We have API, yeah.
Yeah, let's try that.
API, sure. Fuck it.
Yeah, please.
Armor-piercing incendiaries at a car? Well, okay, if we have to. And for YouTube's sake, when I said armor-piercing incendiaries, I mean armor-piercing informative bullets. We're informing the car it's about to be on fire.
Last time we saw that this ammo was pretty variable between rounds. Some were significantly hotter than others. So what we're thinking is we're going to shoot the same pattern, so 1 round and then 2 rounds, but use surplus ammo instead. See what it does.
Plus, as just an extra bonus, this is going to have a nice little pop against that car, which would be kind of cool. APIs this time. Fuck it, I'll aim for the engine area. Firing. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I hit a little high. It was on the top right there, but I saw that nice little spark on the car hood. You guys see that? Now we got the magazine, got 2 in it. Give that a shot. It's funny to be testing things while also doing cool shit like shooting a fucking car with a 50 cal. Firing. 3, 2, 1. Did you hear that thud downrange? That's nice. Firing again. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Well, she's ejecting just fine.
Went flying.
So this gun has never had like super perfect consistent ejection. I think what's going on is with the slightly different speed, these casings are hitting the bolt carrier or the dust cover on the way out. Because it looks like they're coming out with similar amounts of energy. Even when they land close, they're smacking into the ground. So yeah, I think that the casings are just hitting stuff on the way out.
Yeah, which has always kind of been a problem with this thing.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out how to address that, I guess, moving forward.
Yeah.
It's all just these little tweaks. It's like death by a million pinpricks. It's like the gun's never going to be perfect, but there's little shit that you can just change along the way.
Always.
Want to shoot it on top of a tank?
Hell yeah.
Fuck it. All right, shooting the AK-50. The world's first 50 caliber AK on top of a Soviet T-34.
I knew it.
Shit that I did not know was on my bucket list until I got here, but
I did that
we're gonna
tank
fucking
immediately.
rock
I
and
didn't
roll.
think I'd need to call it out. But yeah.
Firing. 3, 2, 1. Ah, fuck it. That's so fucking cool. All right, guys, come on. Thank you guys for joining us on this episode of The Gang Purposely Breaks the AK-50 so we can rebuild it slightly better. Be sure to check out the boys in the garage over on Pepperbox if you want to see more of the in-depth behind the scenes on what we were doing with this thing in the meantime. But for now, here AK-50, and here Tank, and here you. And that's what counts. All right, fuck off.
That is really smooth compared to other 50 cals I've seen fire. Really smooth.
All right, fuck off. Let me do that without tripping.
All right, so that was our one video for tonight. After having wasted half of our first hour trying to fix things. By the way, I don't need to see the Quickly Down Under one. I know for a fact, I've watched people recreate the shot. It's possible. Now, as part of my rewired setup, don't break. Aha! It didn't break. We will be switching to something different. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yep, I hit the wrong keys for changing it over. No, why'd you break? Ah. So this is Hollow Knight with mods. 2 mods to be specific, only 2. One is, as you can see, Hollow Nest vocalized. There is a lot of reading, and someone voiced, "It's still too loud, turn it down more." Is that better? Okay, good. So, anyways, starting to storm through Hollow Knight. Now, as you can see, this is modded. It is Hollow Nest It has only 2 mods. Hollow Nest Vocalize, because a lot of videos, a lot of reading. I decided, you know, if you want to, I have seen some of this game. I'm not going in completely blind. I've seen some of the game. If you want to see the other game, there's a billion other people that have played it the traditional way. We're gonna do it vocalized with a team that seems to have put an enormous amount of love into voicing it to help me not have to frantically read everything, and just for it to be a little bit different. The other one is a mod that I was recommended to use. I don't know where it stands on things. It is just a charm rebalance that takes 2 charms back to their original notch cost when the game came out. I have very little context beyond that, but that was recommended, so that's what I did. And those are the only 2 mods. Those are the only 2 mods I have. Everything else, as is. It said recommend reviewing the audio settings. They already touched the edge of the screen. That looks like it's probably fine for once. I don't think this is a game where I'm going to need to bump up the brightness. What do you guys think? You guys think I should bump up the brightness, or do you think that this will probably be fine? Speed and Fluke Nest to 2 slots. Speed is a big deal. I isn't going to be doing things that matter with it, probably. Fluke Nest is Fluke Nest. It's fine. Okay. I'm gonna. We can bump it up. I assume we can bump it up later, if it's not enough.
In wilds beyond, they speak your name with reverence and regret, for none could tame our savage souls. Yet you the challenge met. Under palest watch, you taught, we changed. Base instincts were retained. A world you gave to bug and beast, as they had never dreamed.
Aha! I didn't know this was back here, but I know they like to hide things. Oh, I didn't even notice that guy was there. I was reading chat again. Yeah, Rippy's gonna do that for a bit. Ow. I tried to strike upward, didn't work well.
Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Your great strength marks you amongst us. Focus your soul, and you shall achieve feats of which others can only dream.
1 sec. Timing. Okay, hold B. Focus in here. This time you heal 1 at a time instead of 3 at a time. Ow. Ah. This isn't gonna end well. Quiet, you. That wasn't in any of the versions I watched. I don't know what just happened. Besides, I got extra HP, apparently. Oh, I almost retreated in time. Hello, kitty. Temp HP that can't be regen except by finding another source of blue, but they add on top of your current HP. I could see that. The versions I watched did not have any of that.
Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across this threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the Eternal Kingdom, Hallownest.
Fair tarnished. I mean, fell tarnished. What is it? Foul tarnished, darn it. Bear witness. Screwed that up a bit. Interesting that the kingdom is itself sealed.
Oh there, traveler. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's fallen quiet, you see. The other residents, they've all disappeared. Headed down that well, one by one, into the caverns below. Used to be there was a great kingdom beneath our town. It's long fell to ruin, yet it still draws folks into its depths. Wealth, glory, enlightenment. That darkness seems to promise all things. I'm sure you do seek your dreams down there. Well, watch out. It's a sickly air that fills the place. Creatures turn mad, and travelers are robbed of their memories. Perhaps dreams aren't such great things after all.
I will be your crestfallen warrior for this evening. Oh, that cost me my temporary HP. I would have kept my temporary HP if I had known that.
For all your mapping supplies, we will be opening soon. Iselda and Cornifer.
Yeah, I've been playing this for a while though, so it was nice to have, you know, an appropriate model.
A stone door with a simple lock.
Temple of the Black Egg.
Hello there. How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you've a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell. I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom holds many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. A great stone egg, lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? It certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened?
All right, we're going back to talk to Elderbug then.
Strange marks all over it. I do so love a mystery. And who knows what other marvels lie even deeper below us. For so long I felt drawn here. So many tales full of wonders and horrors. No longer could I resist. I just had to see it for myself. And what a time I chose to arrive. This dead world has sprung to life. The creatures are riled up, and the earth rumbles. The air is thick. I wonder what could have brought it all about. To persevere in this ruin, that old nail alone just won't be enough. Though that's no problem. One only has to look around. Plenty have come before us, and most have met their grisly end. Many more equipped than you and I. I'm sure they wouldn't mind were a fellow explorer to relieve them of their tools. It's a kindness, really. The dead shouldn't be burdened with such things. Did you pass that town above? What a gloomy little place. And such majesty hidden right beneath. I suppose that's why they've all headed down here. Who could resist such possibilities? Truly a marvel.
Yeah, we're going back to talk to Elderbug. I wish not to miss dialogue.
For all your mapping
Did you visit that temple? A strange building, I've heard, though I'd never dare the journey myself. The braver among us once went there to pray, said they felt at peace within the walls. After a while, they stopped going. I wonder what changed. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires. Hollow Nest, it was once called. Supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb full of monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but I assure you it's quite comfortable. There's no better place to collect your thoughts before heading below. Plus, I enjoy the company. Not that you seem the talkative sort. Feeling tired? Plus,
You really don't care. Indeed. On the silent hero thing. However, it's a minor spoiler, but it's also saying, you know, just not keeping things hidden on my end. I happen to know why we have a silent protagonist in this game. I also know I'm going to need a lot of money. Oh, this is really deep. I did not realize how deep this was. We're not going down. We're going to go back up. It's over here. Oh, come on. I couldn't bounce off of him. I hit him.
The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hallownest, descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed.
Oh, I know about you. I'll be back. Oh, come on, really? I know, but I can't reach it yet. I did not realize he was right here at the beginning. I knew he had to be relatively close, but I didn't realize he was like right here. Ah! By the way, I didn't mention there are Hollow Knight cards. For anyone interested in using Streamloots. Oh, no, no, no. Bye, bye. Go the other way first. Streamloots does still exist. Ow. Oh. They're right back here, I think. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Really? So, I think that means we have to go down How did I ever play? I beat Mario. And I don't know. I've beaten multiple Mario games, and no, I do not know how I ever did it. I got the real ending on Mario 64. No! Fine. Hi, Cornifer.
Oh, hello there. Come down to explore these beautiful old ruins. Don't mind me. I've a fondness for exploring myself. Getting lost and finding your way again is a pleasure like no other. We are exquisitely lucky, you and I. I'm a cartographer by trade, and I'm working on mapping this area right now. Would you like to buy a copy of my work so far? A map can be a useful thing, but it alone won't show you where you are. If you've not the head for directions, I suggest purchasing a compass from my wife, Iselda. She's just now opening our new map shop in Dartmouth, selling all sorts of useful things to wanderers like yourself. She'll even sell some of my old maps from time to time. I pop back to see her whenever I finish mapping an area. She's always so excited to see me. Oh, by the way, I haven't introduced myself, have I? Yes, I should apologize for that. When you spend a lot of time by yourself, with just your own thoughts, you forget the niceties of conversation. My name is Cornifer, and I've always loved exploring the world. Why, when I was first hatched, I wandered off immediately, leaving my brothers and sisters and poor mother behind. That's why, as soon as I could, I moved to Dartmouth with my wife. A huge, unending kingdom to explore, right on our doorstep. Who could resist? Anyway, I'll let you return to your travels. With a little luck, we'll meet again. Be safe and farewell. How are you finding my map? I've tried to fill out as much as I can, but every map is a work in progress. If you'd like to fill out some of the map yourself, you can purchase some mapping supplies from my wife up in Dartmouth. We've set up a little store to help make ends meet. How are you finding? If you'd like to fill out.
Oh, come on! Aha! I always appreciate appreciate guys specifically highlighting the probably first boss of the map. They don't wander in by accident. Yeah! Oh, I know I don't need to go this way yet. Yeah, so we're gonna skip going to the boss. But we are gonna try to loop around and then go back up to buy stuff. Partially to explore, partially because I need money. Aha! I knew it. Oh. Money. Money. Like, you know what? No. It's not worth it. Oh. It's worth it. Yeah. Really? Oh, wait a minute. Bench. Stagway.
Greetings, little one. It's been an age since I last heard the ringing of a station bell. It echoed down the stagways and called me to you. I've grown stiff and tired over these many years, and I've forgotten much. But the sound of the bell will always call me back. These stagways stretch the depths of Hallownest. If you want to travel them, hail me from the platform. I will take you where you need to go.
Amisodo.
This place. We are near the surface, I believe. There is a town here. You should take the opportunity to rest. This place was once full of travelers, coming and going. It seems much quieter now. Eager to travel the stagways? Just hop upon the platform. Give me the signal and we'll soon be on our way. Eager to travel the stag...
No! The last stag, stately, ancient, dutiful, bell beast, big puppy.
I never thought I'd see such a thing. This stag station has opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard details of the glorious lines. A web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house besides the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types like yourself. She's a tall bug, the wife. I told them to take a larger house, especially given they're all empty. But they like the look of that one. The way she has to bend just to get through the door. I wouldn't put up with it myself. Feeling tired? That bench may be iron, but plus...
In a game like this, there's something really nice about a character being like, use this bench. It's nice to have the company. Okay, still just the old key. Yeah, I was looking to see what else may have opened or appeared. Bafanada.
Come to buy a map, have you? It's really my husband you should be dealing with, but what a surprise. He's headed down below. He'll pop back occasionally to deliver new maps for the store, but I do wish he'd spend a little more time up here. I've not much interest in retail myself. Now, let's see what's here for me to sell. Come to buy a map, have you? He'll pop back occasionally. Now.
Compass, quill.
You'll need this if you want to update your map with new areas as you explore. It's essential for anyone serious about mapping. Highly recommended. If you're having trouble finding your way in the maze of ruins below us, try this charm. It will pinpoint your location on your map. Incredibly helpful for finding your bearings in unfamiliar locations. These pins will mark benches and other rest spots on your map. Useful if you're exhausted and just need to find somewhere to sit. Have you seen those beautiful blue cocoons? I made these pins so you can keep track of them. The cocoons are pretty, but very delicate. Please be careful around them. Use these pins to mark shopkeepers or any other interesting bugs you find on your travels. Every so often, you should pass by and see how they're doing. I'm sure they'd like that. These pins will mark any stagway stations you've visited. They must have been very lively places when the stags still traveled through them. I designed these pins to keep track of the kingdom's hot springs. I've never visited any myself. I wonder if Cornifer might take me sometime. I'm sure you'd make better use of these pins till then. These markers are new additions to the shop. You can use them to mark interesting spots on your map. The color is quite soothing, don't you think? These markers are new additions to the shop. You can use them to mark interesting spots on your map. You could use this color to remind yourself of hard-won battles.
Well, we have just enough.
Highly recommended. If you're having trouble finding your way in the maze of ruins below us, try this charm. It will pinpoint your location on your map. Incredibly helpful for finding your bearings in unfamiliar locations.
Bafanada.
You'll need this if you want to update...
You have anything else?
Of all the places to end up, we've picked this dreary town. I thought it a temporary stop. Then my husband became obsessed with that old ruin. Now he's spending all his time down there. He argues cartography is sound business. But other than you, who's buying? Are you enjoying yourself down in the ruins? At times, my husband makes Hollowness sound a wonder. But sometimes it seems like a ghastly, dangerous place. Are you enjoying yourself?
Whispers its location to the bearer whenever a map is open, allowing wanderers to pinpoint their current location.
Okay, I didn't know that description. That's cool. Instead of being, you know, a compass that's like it points north or towards given direction, the idea that the quote-unquote compass whispers where you are, that's cool. All right. It is about our midway point, so I am going to take a short break, and then we will continue with the game. I also just realized, I bet I could add the sound to... Since I'm just doing the mic thing, I bet I could add the sound to the background so it'll play while I'm gone. Let me see if I can make that work. Audio inputs. Existing USB 3. Aha! It does work. Alright, I will see you guys shortly. I return. And I did not find a solution to the video. And I can tell 100% that my workaround, though it is working, is of lower quality. I do not want to update OBS because OBS will break literally everything I have connected if I update it. So that's not good. But I do like the realization that I can do the USB 3 audio thing and give you guys some background music during the breaks without having to remember to hunt for audio first. So I will be spending probably most of tomorrow trying to fix the thing without having to update OBS. Controls? There we go. Alright, back to the Stagway.
Amisodo.
Yeah, so we're not going that way. Going over and up. Nope. Didn't mean to go that way. So that's the way to the boss. Oh, we can have a quick look. We are going to have to fight that boss sooner rather than later, though. Oh. Really? Let's try that again. I don't know what that means. Oh, this is just going to be one of those areas. Really? Fine. Ooh.
A door with an open slot. A door.
Okay, besides more money, I don't know what that does for me. Also, Rippy, I'm seeing you're sending me a video. Is that something that you are recommending me watch on stream? Or just have it there? All right. I'm gonna do it one more time. Nope, I need health. I'm out of here. Rippy, I think we just established I cannot, in fact, do it. Alright, now, how easily can I get back? Oh, wait, no, hold on. How much soul are you gonna... Not enough. It is nice to have the map update as I do this. I can eventually do it, shush. Yeah, I'm not opposed to the extra Geo and Soul. What's that noise? Okay, so that's there. Nope. Something's crying and I don't know what it is. All right, let's get the bench heal. Ah. Aha! Ow. All right, now let's get the bench heal. Got a full thing of soul. Got full health for a moment. Theoretically, I have a bunch of tries before this gets me killed. I'm hitting down. Well, that was an improvement. Aha! The answer was it's not one jump per platform. It's as many as it takes to get over there. Thank you. Also, for non-mods wanting to recommend, as well as to have fun with stuff like TTS, I do have Tangia. Not that anyone ever uses it, but it's there. What just happened? Haha! You're kidding. Nope. Nope. Did this have the big guy to fight? Oh no, that's the area I can't see. There's a big guy fight over here somewhere. I think we might as well do him. Is this it? Whoa! Ow! Aha! Money! Itty bitty little bits of money. Is this always lit up? I thought it was just the door, not the windows, but what do I know? I am very glad to have a collectathon that actually rewards you as you go instead of collect all 300. You don't get anything until you find the last one. All right. That's where that guy is. Really? Really? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Okay, so I don't think I can do this part yet. Oh, come on. I'm losing to the flies. I am not gonna try this.
How are you finding my map? I've tried to fill out as much as I can, but every map is a work in progress. If you'd like to fill out some of the map yourself, you can purchase some mapping supplies from my wife up in Dartmouth. We've set up a little store to help make ends meet.
Okay, I didn't know if he'd say something now that I've been to the store. Yes, I'm trying very hard to not do the boss yet. I want to get as much as I can before I advance anything. Aha! Okay, I thought that was something different. So that's darkness, and I don't remember what those other lower areas are. I know one of them's going to be spikes I can't pass. Oh, stop it! Ooh. And then something I can't reach. This is gonna be the spikes, right? Oh no, this is this area. Did I never go here? Hot Springs! So that leaves darkness and a couple areas I'm not really sure what. So I'm gonna go back and around. No, I'm gonna go straight. Aha! Okay. Oh, I have full soul, so I have no reason to grab that yet. Okay, so that puts me up here. That looks like a different boss, so... I'm just gonna bench real quick. How did I manage to miss all of them? It's the wrong one. Oh, right. This is a whole other... right. I'm actually going to go back, see if there's anything new in the stores. Then I'm going to go fight one of these bosses. I think I'm going to try the one I just found instead of the marked one.
Tired? Plus.
I think the marked one is like a definite story one.
Bapanada.
Hmm. On one hand, I want to spend my geo so that I don't have it to lose. But on the other hand, I know there's other expensive stuff coming up I don't want to waste it on. I mean, I want to save it for.
These pins will mark benches and other rest spots on your map. These
No,
pins
I
will
think
mark
the
benches
bench
and other rest spots on your map.
is important. I'll save in the rest. Oh, there's a bench right there. On the other side of what that boss. Oh my gosh. Oh, now we know why that's there. Ow. Nice attack pattern. Ow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Well, that being one way is interesting. Not being able to reach that bench is interesting.
Ah, Oro, you oaf. You wield your nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see. This old village. What a strange dream. To have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. Usually, I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed. You're exploring then? Very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hungers of these old caverns. You have your nail, though, and I can tell just by looking that you know how to wield it. You're exploring then? You have your nail.
Right, you. So I'm going to have a look at the other areas just to make sure there isn't another place I can advance. Then we're going to go do the other boss.
Oh, what a turn! Our shopkeep's come home. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him? If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition. That's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. Feeling tired? Plus,
Ah, hello! I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I've several items that may improve your chance of survival. This old thing? Merely a fragment of something larger. Still, maybe you can make some use of it. A piece of a soul vessel. You know, those ghastly-looking orb things? I don't really like the aura about it. But it's quite rare, so I'll have to charge you a high price. Simply a simple key. It will fit a variety of locks, which is useful if you like to poke around in places you don't belong. Do you find yourself leaving a lot of geo behind as you hurry through the caverns? This charm will make sure that any loose change finds its way back to you. Life in Hallownest can be tough, always taking hits and getting knocked around. This charm grants you more time to recover after taking damage, useful if you need to escape from a tight spot. What's more important, a light to guide your way, or a friend who'll stay by your side? Why not both? Take this bright little fellow as your sly companion, and he'll light your way through the thickest darkness. I found this under the counter. Some creature must have laid it here while I was stuck down in the ruins. I suppose you could buy it? I won't miss its sour odor. Do you find yourself leaving a lot of geo behind? I see they've opened that mapping shop across the way. I suppose a little competition is healthy? Perhaps I should start to sell maps as well. Or is that a little aggressive? Heh, all is fair in a world made of geo. Pockets feeling empty? If you need some more geo, take a trip into the ruins below us and hunt around. Just take care not to fall into a haze. I won't be coming down to rescue you. Pockets feeling empty?
A swarm will follow the bearer and gather up any loose geo. Useful for those who can't bear to leave anything behind, no matter how insignificant.
Are you enjoying yourself down in the ruins?
Bapanada.
Have you use these pins?
Yeah, I think that besides making sure I have money, I think that's probably going to keep me alive, so since I don't have to go chasing all the geo, you know? Yeah, I'm going to double check the two areas to the right, and then we're going to go to the boss. Stalwart Shell extends the iframes after a hit, I believe. Not the best charm, but as your first available common charm has survived. It does, but I've really not been in situations that have needed to make too much use of that. So I decided that the... thank you. I've decided that the gathering swarm was more important. Like, I always manage to be able to avoid things after that initial hit. I'm at the wrong one. I will, however, grab this guy's Geo while I'm here. You know, maybe I'll get enough Geo to be able to have... Oh, right. Okay, so that's the darkness place. Okay, so that's how we go up.
Oh, bury my mother, pale and slight. Bury my father with his eyes shut tight. Bury my sister 2 by 2, and then when you're done, let's bury me too. Do you know that one? It's one of my favorites. We can sing something else if you like. You start singing and I'll join in. I bet you have a beautiful singing voice. So, what are you down here for? If you came to get wealthy, just look around you. These mines are still bursting with riches. There's plenty for everyone. Just grab a pick and join in. Oh, bury the knight with the broken nail. Bury the priest? Something about a crown. I can't remember the rest of that one. Maybe I'll just hum it. Oh, bury the...
She's precious, and I know for a fact things are not going to end well. I think that's another soul thing, right? It is. Okie dokie, so the only thing we have left is the actual boss fight that I've been avoiding. Are you kidding me? Well, there's nothing I can do to avoid it. Except for maybe grind cash for the other thing. Ow. I'd like the pogo, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna just sit here on stream and grind. Though I may do that between this stream and next stream. Grind cash in order to get those. But for now, something that we can do is the boss. So that's what we're gonna do. Though I could quickly go get that final charm. Which would also mean I have less geo to lose.
Patmos, Gio. Life in Alonest can be.
Feeling tired? Plus. Amessodo.
I am very tired. So, I'm sitting here. I am questioning 4 hours? Okay.
Whispers its location.
I don't need that at the moment.
Builds resilience. When recovering from damage, the bearer will remain invulnerable for longer. Makes it easier to escape from dangerous situations.
And I want a map, so compass won't do me any good anyways. Right, I gotta remember the Lumaflies will do that for me. Oh, you're still here. Interesting. So I will mention you can equip more charms than you have notches. When you overcharm, you pretty much wear as many as you like. You take double damage when you do. I feel like that will only ever be worth it when I have a ton of charms. Because it's like, okay, double damage, but I'm benefiting from 6 charms, 8 charms, 10 charms, or whatever. Don't recommend it, but it is something to tuck away. It is very noted. But yeah, I feel like double damage is something only to take when you have enough charms. That it doesn't really matter. Ow. 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 Yep, time for the death mechanic, which I am already aware of. Alright, we're not doing this again. I gotta worry about getting back. Buzz off. Yep, I could see that the soul orb's busted. But I'm using how tiny he is. Yeah. The fight against False Knight is one of the first things I ever saw of this game. So that wasn't very much of any kind of surprise for me. But I do like his boss music. And the name False Knight is thematically, I really like that. To be fair, everything's bigger than you except for Zote. Yeah. And yeah. Okay, so
A swarm will follow the bearer.
Aho! Who is that creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down into Halonest's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help. Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift. A nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Don't be afraid. Have faith. That spell belongs to you now. All you need do is take it.
Yeah, I know it's coming here.
You won't be going much further without it. I promise you. Oh, you've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but seemed to have slipped away myself. Now we're awake. I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor. Not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because we're now friends. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be quite grateful if you were to venture deeper in and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. What is it? Are you wondering about this gate between us? It's a curious thing, but this door will not open until you have slain that creature lying in the heart of the temple. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the spirits of my ancestors will be watching over you. What is it? Don't worry.
I knew this was coming, but I would definitely have preferred wall jump. I gave you a gift and threw you in jail because we're friends now. With friends like this, who needs friends? Yeah, the Luma flies are definitely going to be worth it, if they aren't already. Why are you not... Oh, I need to go the other way first. Well, I mean, they're basically just a normal enemy that happen to take a specific ability to be able to be killed. I'm gonna save the temporary HP since benches eliminate it. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, no, you don't. Get back here.
Oh, so it is done then. You've slain the beast. The poor thing. It must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. And look, the gate between us has opened. Ho! I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell, and have faith. Whatever you are seeking, it will find you. Why do you hesitate? You'll get nothing more from me, I'm afraid. Though I do admire your persistence. What the?
Used by shamans to draw more soul from the world around them. Increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with the nail.
I haven't really needed this yet. It's good to have, but I don't think... Well, I think right now I need to make the... I need to make the Geo a priority while I can.
Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up to our store in Dirtmouth and purchase a map of this area. Available now for an excellent price. Sorry I missed you. If...
Now I don't need to worry about this anymore. You can just kill them and the little Luma flies will deal with it. Ah! Did I get any more?
Oh, whee!
I did. The Luma flies do not care for his money.
Bapanada.
I used to think the kingdom below was all dead cold rock, but I've since been told different. Travelers speak of startling variety in Owl Nest's caverns. Even just besides those crossroads, there's meant to be an area filled with leafy greenery. I told those same travelers about the wonderful grasses that grew around the town. They didn't seem impressed. Feeling tired? Plus,
Patmos, Gio! A piece?
Yeah, it's like, that's what I really need. So I guess I'm just gonna save. Admittedly, the fragments would be nice for more HP and soul, but, you know. kidding me? But I need that lantern before anything else. I believe he was in this one. He is. God. No! No. Need to remember, I don't need to chase money. Well. Butterflies are amazing. Hello. Seriously? Ow.
Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit, some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. I ran into another traveler as I made my way down here. I tried to call out to her as she dashed past, but she barely even glanced in my direction. Not an appreciator of maps like you and I, obviously. I ran into another
Very, very squish, and not the kind I like.
Tiny squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It'll aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. Little squib, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are only just beginning. Don't delay. Descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the like you'll find. Little, don't delay.
Timid scavenger that crawls through the caverns looking for food.
Dull and pathetic, hardly worth killing.
Flying predator that pursues its prey relentlessly. Simple-minded creature that haphazardly buzzes around, bumping into things.
They only seem dimly aware of their surroundings, making them easy prey to cut your fangs on. What is it that guides them on their paths? It almost seems like they search for ways to die.
Mature gruzzer that carries its young in its belly, attacks by hurling its huge body around.
Defeat 2 more? Okay.
Uses its small, sharp claws to climb along walls and roofs.
Spends its time tapping its way through the roads and caverns near the surface of this kingdom. If you're patient, you can wait for it to come to you and pick it off.
Bests its prey by spitting corrosive liquid. Often hunts in packs. Carries the eggs of its young inside its belly. Can hatch and birth its young as needed to deal with intruders. Recently birthed, these young aspid instinctively swarm around intruders.
These hatchlings are born with an instinct to kill. They are still only infants, though, and you can crush them between your fangs without thinking. Just don't let them overwhelm you with numbers.
The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force, wanders the roads where it once lived. The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force, uses its horn to attack any uninfected creature it finds. The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force. It will instinctively leap at uninfected creatures to attack them. The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force. It aggressively attacks any uninfected creature it finds. The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force. Wields a nail and shell. The remains of a great Hallownest crossguard. Animated by a strange force, instinct still drives it to guard its post against intruders. A maggot driven mad by a strange force inhabits a stolen armored shell.
Weak creatures love to steal the strength of others. Their lives are brief and fearful, and they yearn to have the power to dominate those who have dominated them.
Rolls into a ball and propels itself at intruders who wander into its territory. Aggressive even when newly born. Bulky and covered in thick plating. Retracts into itself when attacked.
As they age, these creatures become too heavy and lumpy to roll around freely. Instead, they curl up and hide from the world. What do they think of in there, wrapped up inside of themselves? More carefree times, perhaps.
Weakling that covers itself in leaves to appear larger. Hides amongst the undergrowth. Plant-like bug that charges at foes when close. Plant-like bug swollen with infection. Releases deadly gas when threatened. Charges at prey with its needle-like proboscis. Echo of a previous life. Defeat it to retake its power and become whole.
Each of us leaves an imprint of something when we die. A stain on the world. I don't know how much longer this kingdom can bear the weight of so many past lives.
I'm gonna
Whispers its
enjoy
location
that.
to the bearer whenever a map is open, allowing one.
Well, I tried. No! I think we're reaching the end of tonight.
Fat, slow flying bug. Frequently discharges the acidic liquid stored in its round body.
Which we are pretty close to the end of the night. Thank you for the bench. I was going that way just as a guess anyways, so.
Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Un. Though
Keep gathering stuff, Lumaflies. I'm gonna need it. Well, I'm gonna have a bad time over there. I say as I go over here anyways.
from moss and leaf our life is drawn. While it grows upon the path, we shall never wilt.
How do I do that? Managed to avoid every platform on the way down. Okay, so that takes me back here. I'm gonna bench. I don't think I can bench. Wait, no. I can bench. Alright. Well, we are right here at the end, and while I'd like to make up for the time lost, I am very tired. I need to get back on the schedule. I need to recover from everything I've had and had to deal with. I thank you all for returning for my return. I hope you all, again, have had a good September. Hope you all have a good October. And I will see you in the next stream on Sunday. Be safe and have a good one. Take care, all.